gotta do what they do. No, you ain't gotta do what they do. You ain't gotta do what they do. No, you ain't gotta do what they do. You ain't gotta. Good morning, guys. James Calderon here, also known as Positively James. What's up? Y'all like my new hat? I scored it from Erica. She left it here the other day. Babe, you want your hat back? We're gonna have to think of something. I'm just kidding. Nah, I want you guys to take me seriously, so I gotta take this hat off because it doesn't look as good on me as it does on Erica. Okay, I want to share a story with you guys. And this story is based on kindness and compassion. And the reason why I want to share it with you is because I feel that kindness and compassion is still really cool in today's society. Okay? Now, I shared this with my students the other day, and they loved it. And I think it's just worth sharing with the world. So, my friends, Marina's over there. Hi, Marina.
Hi.
She just woke up. We're getting started early today. It's 7:30 this morning. Okay, I'm going to share the story with you. Want to hear it? Here it go. In Brooklyn, New York, Chush is a school that caters to learning disabled children. Some children remain in Chush for their entire school career, while others can be mainstreamed in conventional schools. At a Chush fundraising dinner, the father of a Chush child delivered a speech that would never be forgotten by all who attended. After extolling the school and its dedicated staff, he cried out, "Where is the perfection in my son Shia? Everything God does is done with perfection, but my child cannot understand things as other children do. My child cannot remember facts and figures as other children do. Where is God's perfection?" The audience was shocked by the question, pained by the father's anguish, stilled by his piercing query. I believe the father answered that when God brings a child like this into the world, the perfection that he seeks is in the way people react to this child. He then told the following story about his son Shia. One afternoon, Shia and his father walked past a park where some boys Shia knew were playing baseball. Shia asked, "Do you think they'll let me play?" Shia's father knew that his son was not at all athletic and that most boys would not want him on their team. But Shia's father understood that if his son was chosen to play, it would give him a comfortable sense of belonging. Shia's father approached one of the boys in the field and asked if Shia could play. The boy looked around for guidance from his teammates. Getting none, he took matters into his own hands and said, "We are losing by 6 runs and the game is in the 8th inning. I guess he can be on our team and we'll try and put him up to bat in the 9th inning. Shia's father was ecstatic as Shia smiled broadly. Shia was told to put on a glove and go out to play short center field. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Shia's team scored a few runs, but was still behind by 3. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Shia's team scored again, and now with 2 outs and the bases loaded with potential winning on base, Shia was scheduled to be out. Would the team actually let Shia bat at this juncture and give away their chance to win the game? Surpassingly, Shia was given the bat. Everyone knew that it was all but impossible because Shia didn't even know how to hold the bat properly, let alone hit with it. However, as Shia stepped up to the plate, the pitcher moved a few steps to lob the ball in softly, so Shia should at least be able to make contact. The first pitch came in and Shia swung clumsily and missed. One of Shia's teammates came up to Shia and together they held the bat and faced the pitcher waiting for the next pitch. The pitcher again took a few steps toward the toss the ball softly to Shia. As the pitch came in, Shia and his teammates swung at the bat, and together they hit a slow ground ball to the pitcher. They swung at the ball. Typo. The pitcher picked up the soft grounder and could easily have thrown the ball to the first baseman. Shia would have been out, and that would have been the end of the game. Instead, the pitcher took the ball and threw it on a high arc to right field, far beyond the reach of the first baseman. Everyone started yelling, "Shia, run to first! Run to first!" Never in his life had Shia run to first. He scampered down the baseline wide-eyed and startled. By the time he reached first base, the right fielder had the ball. He could have thrown the ball to the second baseman who would tag out Shia, who was still running. But the right fielder understood that what the pitcher's intentions were. So he threw the ball high and far over the third baseman's head. Everyone yelled, "Run to second! Run to second!" Shia ran toward second base as the runners ahead of him deliriously circled the bases towards home. As Shia reached second base, the opposing shortstop ran to him, turned him in the direction of third base, and shouted, "Run to third!" As Shia rounded third, the boys from both teams ran behind him, screaming, "Shia, run home! Run home, Shia!" Shia ran home, stepped on home plate, and all 18 boys lifted him on their shoulders and made him the hero, as he had just hit a grand slam and won the game for his team. "That day," said the father softly, with tears now rolling down his face, "those 18 boys reached their level of God's perfection." I love that story. I think I read it a couple Thanksgivings ago at my parents' house. And I couldn't get through the story very well then. I was, those of you that know me, I can be very sensitive, especially with things like that. But a cool story. I got a question. Do you think Shia's life was changed that day? Do you think the 18 boys that were playing on the field, do you think their life was changed that day? You better believe it. My life was changed just by reading that story, and I hope yours does a little bit too. If not, I hope it's a reminder to let you know that kindness and compassion is still true. Not true, still cool. It's still cool. And especially now, because we get caught up in this, right? And, we work hard, our heads are down, and we're going. And I don't knock on that, okay? Because I'm all about that too. You got to dream. Sometimes you got to, dull the noise, put your head down and get to work and go do, okay? I'm down with that. I'm all about that. But sometimes we got to pop up and we got to be human too, okay? And kindness and having compassion for others is a great way to break down barriers so we can connect with each other, because at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about. It's about making connections. It really is. And I think now, more than ever, we need to do that more. We really do. So, there it is. Kindness and compassion, Marina, is still cool. So do something today. Do something cool. Smile at somebody. I guarantee you it'll change someone's day. Maybe even someone's life. Open the door for someone. I've said this to you before. It's really cool. I have the pleasure and the honor of working at one of the coolest schools, and you guys know the population that I work with, and I am beside myself on how kind other students are to my students, how they open doors, how they smile, how they help them, how they just say hi. That's cool. That's what makes you human. That's what allows us to want to continue to become the best versions of ourselves. Because I know when I see someone kind, I'm like, dang, they remind me, yeah, kindness is cool. All right, I'm really out this time. James Calderon, also known as Positively James. Keep looking up, people. Keep looking up. You ain't gotta